Hello, my Star Atlas family. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. Let's talk Star Atlas. What's happened in the last week? And my friends, I don't know where this has come from, but all of a sudden we have local markets and we have the Council RFRs, or I think what they have a different name now, but they're all live right now. It's actually like going. People are already earning, which so it's really good. I want to kind of take a moment to kind of explore what this is all about. So there's two big things that we're going to be looking at today: is the Council RFR rates, Council RFR, sorry, as well as the local markets. Pretty interesting stuff. So before that, let's of course have a look at what I'm doing in Star Atlas so far. So I got tired of hydrogen. I got tired of mining hydrogen. Of course, at the CSS, gave that up a while ago. Then I was in MRZ 24, mining double hydrogen and kind of crafting into fuel. And then all of a sudden, like as the economy changes, the fuel prices started tanking. So I'm like, Jesus, I need to do something else. So I was like, you know what? I should go for another Mamba X. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm so damn close. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how close I am to actually crafting my second Mamba X. Yes, I know it's not that big of a deal. I know lots of other people have crafted lots of Mamba X's, but to me, this is a big deal. Mamba X is about $400, give or take. So that's a really good ship, and it can keep mining and and it can go and mine more hydrogen for me, if you know what I mean. So it's actually a really good thing, and I've got extra crew for it anyway. Now let's move on. The next thing I wanted to really cover was something very small that I saw. So this is Valley. They seem to be like a Valley connects physical arcade cabinets to the blockchain. So pretty cool. So basically what they're saying, they're partnering with Star Atlas, one of the biggest AAA web games. Valley is developing an arcade style game that will be playable on Valley arcade cabinets and web arcade, as well as featured in a digital arcade cabinet inside Star Atlas. So that I'm pretty interested in. I know people were making jokes before about Illuvium being a mini game in Star Atlas, but this is actually what will happen. There's like little, arcadey style games, Tekken or Street Fighter. There's little like knobby games that, just 2D. That sort of stuff is actually pretty cool. And if there's like a mini game or a tournament or the Tufa game that someone at AFIA made as well, if that's an like inbuilt game in the game, holy crap, how good is that? How good is that? So I just saw this and I was like, oh, pretty cool. Thank you very much. We'll take it. Now, the next thing I really want to tell you is that there is a Star Atlas town hall. It's a town hall, not town hall. Basically, they're saying it's mostly just kind of updates of what is going on right now with Automata and Star Atlas. They're not planning any new releases, okay? The new release has just gone, which is the local markets as well as the Council RFR rates. No, they're not RFR anymore. They're called the infrastructure requests, something like that, right? Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you call it. It is what it is. We'll read about it very soon. Anyway, there's a town hall coming December 18. Unfortunately for me, it is 4:30 a.m. My God. And if nothing new is being announced, then, I might just miss it and wake up in the morning, see what the news is, summarize it, then make a video of it. Live life a little bit happier. You know what I mean? What I really do hope they do is they do cover a whole bunch of the stuff in Star Atlas that the people, the community have really been waiting for. Sage, Fleet Command. We've been waiting for this. You remember? I want to jog your memory. You know how the team said they're not going to be releasing or doing any new feature releases for Starbase, Sage Labs, or Sage Starbase. No new feature releases until it's all in Fleet Command. Well, look at this. All of a sudden, we have a new feature. We have two new features, Council RFR, or infrastructure requests, whatever you want to call them, sorry. And you have the local fee markets, and we still don't have the Fleet Command. So it's just very interesting. I know the team are doing what they can, but they say one thing, and then all of a sudden they're doing something else. I'm like, what's happening? That's why we kind of need this town hall. Anyway, I'm hoping there's Fleet Command updates. Hoping local Council RFR is in there. Sorry, the local marketplace is in there. We'll hopefully see some UE5 updates. We'll see some crew updates maybe, or some faction updates, not sure. Some exploration updates. I'm hoping it's actually improved a lot more than before because I think they put more resources to it. And then, of course, some PvP matches or like some multiplayer gameplay updates. That's really what I'm hoping. And at the end of the day, I'm also hoping they really update this roadmap because it's a really good roadmap, really well done, but it's just not updated. Some of the stuff in here is really old. Look at this. Fleet command is still orange. It's still purple. It's in progress, but it's 6th of March. There should be updated. December, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, maybe now December. So all that time, what's happened to it? So you can see there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here as well that I really, really do hope that they get to it. And I really do hope they do this. Faction fleet deprecation. Bring all of the score people into Starbase, guys. Bring them all. Deprecate score already. There's a bunch of money in there that needs to come out. Too much passiveness. Now, Golden Carnivals, what's happening? I entered just about 500 tickets in this one, hoping I win something. There is no way I will win anything at all because I like my returns guaranteed rather than gambling. I think some people think otherwise, which is totally fine. I don't mind. I just want to make sure I get a Fimble Mamba X because I've worked towards it. Now, onto the meat and potatoes of the day, which is the dawn of the freighter, expanding boundaries of Sage Starbase and gameplay. Now, basically, these are 2 new updates for you. First thing is a marketplace for each individual Starbase. So those little dots on the map, and I'm going to log in and show you and actually do an execute a transaction so you can see exactly what it looks like. There's a marketplace in each Starbase now. So how you go to the websites, there's the Galactic Marketplace. Those are the CSS markets. Actually, the CSS markets. Now, every little one has a little micro economy. Like people are selling and buying over here. People are selling and buying over there. People are selling and buying over there. So like there's little pockets. Now liquidity is very, very tiny now because it's just new. It's only 3 days old, give or take. Let's leave it time because over time people will leave their orders up there, right? Because if you have some stuff that's stranded at a weird station, like you've got 1,000 units of something and it's not worth transporting at all because of the fuel cost, like you can just put it on the market and at a discounted rate and someone's going to buy it, right? So it changes a lot of the dynamics of freighting, of the marketplaces, of buy low, sell high, or buy low at a specific production area, right? And then go and take it somewhere else yourself or craft it there and do something else with it. There's a lot of stuff that actually changes with this. And that's why I think people are really happy with it so far. There are a few bugs, of course, but give it time, they'll iron it out. So you can buy and sell items directly at the Starbase. This does help people who like to freight. So if you just have a freighting ship, you might be in luck. You can buy here and then go and list it over there. Of course, someone has to buy it first from you after you list it so that you make some money, right? Now, let's keep going. Next thing is a faction infrastructure contracts, or I think they're called FIX now. Doesn't roll off the tongue. Fax would have been better, or whatever. Good artwork, by the way. Now, the thing you should know is that faction infrastructure contracts are 2 Atlas each. There's a recipe here that you can go and craft these and then go and redeem for 2 Atlas. But where does this 2 Atlas all of a sudden come from? You should know that's actually come from the LP emissions. LP emissions used to be 2 million Atlas per faction per 24 hours. Now that's actually reduced to 4.5 million to all factions, okay? All factions, which means that if you were doing the LP game loop, right? If you're doing something and supplying star bases or supplying food or tools, whatever, that's going to be cut a little bit. So your profitability has probably gone down because there's like Atlas being emitted somewhere else. So of course you don't want to emit too much Atlas. So as I say here, you can see here, fixed amount to 2 Atlas each. Now, the thing is, it's a bit tricky. This is where logistics come in. And the more logistics, the more kind of complex the system, which is a little bit more fun. Hopefully not too much fun, because then it's not simple game anymore. It's like you need an Excel to actually do anything, which isn't fun. Anyway, to the mainstream people, okay? People might like me. I'm not really great at Excel. You're just going to lose me, okay? It's not a game. It's not like a login, play, have fun, and go away. No, it's not like that. You need to know, I can craft this at MRZ8, but I can't actually redeem it until I go to mud number 2. Oh, okay, so I need a ship that can actually take it. Oh, I can't because my ships are all the way over there. You see how that's getting way complex, but that's the game. That's the massiveness of Star Atlas. Like my risk, or what I don't want to do, is an opportunity for you where you can start making money. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. Sorry. So yes, there are 3 redeemable in 3 different star bases at a given time. They're going to rotate every 7 days. And here are some of the recipes for you. So the mud recipes: frameworks, energy, substrates, and SDUs, 2, 3, 4, 78, and 5 units. They all have small little differences, but the big thing, I think, which is the choke point, which is what I hear people saying, is the SDUs. There's 5 units per one, right? SDUs are about 0.11 so far. So that the bulk of the 2 Atlas is actually coming from the SDU, which is like 0.5 or 0.6 Atlas, give or take. So nearly 1/4 of the price of the whole infrastructure contract. Anyway, that's fine. We're going to look at the Flipside dashboard because that has a lot more info. But for now, I want to actually show you what the hell does it look like, okay? So we're 10 minutes in. Let's go and see. This is one of my accounts. As you can see, I am doing some stuff here, mining some hydrogen, doing some stuff. I'm going to actually reload. No, that's not reload. That's fine. So the Oni CSS is the first local marketplace, and that is the actual giant marketplace we see on here. That's the Oni CSS, Mud CSS, and Uster CSS. You can see here. Let's go to the local marketplace. If it does load, it's not loading for some bloody reason. Let's refresh that. Anyway, guys, I did find out that this is the general marketplace for the CSSs, but the other marketplaces do not turn up here, of course, because this is the first marketplace. So logically, you can think they exist on the blockchain. So that means there's an order book somewhere on the blockchain. You can see it in Star Atlas, but you can't see it anywhere else. And then I confirmed that later using Evi, and it actually does exist. So, you know, that's like a hackathon thing for someone to build a general global marketplace order book, you know, for Star Atlas. That'd be crazy. That'd be really, really crazy. Let's have a look at the, you see a change from local marketplace to galactic marketplace. Did you see that small change? So that's a galactic marketplace. These are all of the orders here. You know, there's 1,676 orders and to buy, and then selling is 2,229. Pretty cool. Now you can sort by, let's say, fuel, and you can see everyone who's trying to buy and sell. So you can see here, I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to go to fuel. It's exactly the same market. It's just on 2 different interfaces. Now, what gets me is that usually you have to. I just want to make a point here. So seller 2R5T, and that's fuel. He's selling it for 0.998. Let's have a look when it loads. Oh, come on! I hate it when it takes so long, guys. I hate it when it takes so long. Anyway, it's the same market, is just on 2 different interfaces. But what got me, as I was saying, is that usually you have to take things from your Star Atlas account to your normal Solana wallet before you can put it on the marketplace, right? That's what everyone has to do. But now there's one less friction point in that when you list something here, when you create an item order, you do not have to go and do another transaction of taking it out of your Star Atlas wallet. Sorry, 1 second. Now, it's probably being done. It's probably being bundled with this general transaction. It's just that we don't see it, right? And that's actually a good thing because that's how a lot of Solana works. They bundle a whole bunch of instructions into one, and that kind of limits the compute, I guess. I'm not sure, right? Oh, come on, it's not loading. Anyway, it's the same marketplace. It don't matter. So that's the galactic marketplace. But let's go over here, and I'm going to show you one thing, and I'm going to do a transaction. Hopefully the guy's still there. So in MRZ25, I'm mining some hydrogen there. I'm over here. Why is it hostile? It's not loading well. What is happening? Star Atlas. Oh yeah, and I know Solana's been a bit slow as well recently. Make sure you're using the automatic Solana fee on Sly Labs. I don't have it on here because this isn't my normal one, my normal wallet, my normal interface. Yeah, we're finished with this. Let's go back here. I'm waiting for this to come so you can see what how to execute a transaction. I'll maybe look for hydrogen. Oh no, it was food. It was food. The guy was selling and buying food. Maybe let's get rid of these. Maybe there's too much stuff happening. My computer isn't that good, my friends. So let's click on MRZ25. Let's go to local marketplace. And now you can see there's 3 buy orders, and there's 3 people in this marketplace wanting to buy something, and then there's 9 people wanting to sell something. And very, very luckily, the person I want to trade with on this marketplace, which is Everstorm, right? This is the base, is food. As you can see here, I'm going to zoom in. Maybe you can see This guy wants to buy 500 food for 0.001199 each, okay? And you can see he's wanting to sell it because the sell button is kind of highlighted, and you probably have this item, okay? Now let's see here. Come on, load. I wanted to compare the normal food price on the Galactic Marketplace and the food price that this guy is offering. Yeah, here we go. Hopefully it loads in time. Give me a second. I'll stay on here just so we can see it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Very good. Okay, so you can see here that the Galactic Marketplace, somewhat the lowest person who's selling it is 0.00100. Okay, so let's say 100. But this guy wants to buy it for 119. Can you see that? Now, of course, that is a little bit of an increase in price. So I might make more money if I sell it to this guy. But keep in mind, it cost me fuel to take that food from the CSS where I actually got it from all the way to this Starbase. So yes, you might be making money, but at the same time, keep in mind that you actually might be losing money if you haven't done the proper calculations, right? Now, if you could mine food there and it didn't cost you anything to transport it anywhere, then you'd probably be in a higher profit margin. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to sell it to him because I have enough food at this base and I'm not mining a lot at the moment. So I'm actually going to sell him this food. So let's look at the interface. So it's common there, total available. I have, I don't know what 0 is because I have enough there. Now there is a total request. He's requesting 500k. In my inventory, I've got 6 million, so I'm happy there. Now it's so hard. You can't. I want to zoom in. I want to zoom in. There we go. Hopefully you can see it better. Okay, good. All right. Now, one thing you keep in mind is that transaction fees do still exist here. I'm a 10k staker, so I got 5.4%. So I'm going to put max here, okay? Now, as you can see, my inventory is now going to be 5.6k. I'm going to be minus 500, right? Price per item is 0.00119, all right? Marketplace fees, I'm going to be paying, I'm going to lose 32 Atlas, but I'm going to gain 599 Atlas. So let's actually do a very, very small calculation. If I sold 500 here, I'd make nearly, that's 600 Atlas. I want to see how much I would make from this guy. If I sold it on the market right now to this guy, 0.00100901 times 500k equals 504. Ooh, but you got a minus 6% from this. So I'm pretty sure that's actually lower. That's like times 0.06. So minus 30. So it's actually not so different. Maybe I'm not doing my math correctly, but there's not a big difference. But either way, it's for educational purposes. So I'm going to sell here. I'm happy. Let's keep going. I'm happy. I thought it'd be a bigger difference, but not so much. It's a small volume anyway. Confirm the transaction. I'm going to get 5, 6, 7 Atlas because I'm going to be losing this. So let's confirm. And it's probably gone through now because Solana's still pretty fast. So this guy at Everstorm, MRZ25, congratulations. I sold you some food. Hopefully you needed it to keep crafting. Let me know if that was you. And hopefully if I have an order and I'm stuck somewhere, you will sell something to me. And look, all of a sudden we've created a local market where, we can just barter between ourselves, and that reduces the friction. So it's really cool. Really cool. I'm very happy with it. So that's the local markets, guys. So how else does it work? So you have the local items here. This is just the activity, everything that's listed. Then you can go to the actual resource market. So you can put in ammunition. You can create your own order. Someone is selling this at the moment. 50k ammunition at 0.0179. It's probably really overpriced. Now keep in mind, what I want you to keep in mind is, just like the marketplace, there will be bots that'll come and populate these markets, but also there will be people that are trying to cash in on your desperation. Okay, what does that mean? You are stuck. You need to buy like a little bit of something to keep going, because it's not worth it. It'll cost you more to go back to CSS and come back and get something else. So people will probably put stuff at a really high price for you to buy, and you're probably going to buy it because you're desperate. And at the same time, people will put things really low, or try and sell or try and buy things from you really, really low, because you just want to get rid of it and you're happy to be rid of it and have some atlas rather than leaving it there. So watch. I guess what I'm trying to say is watch the prices that you are selling these items at. Always compare to the general marketplace and see, extra costs such as freighting it there. Is it really heavy? What's the unit weight of it? Did it take you a lot to come here, etc., etc. Or is it just egregiously overpriced or underpriced? And just, at the same time, just say no, it's okay, I can wait. Or you can put it there at a price that you are happy with, and then you walk away. Sometime you'll come back and there's 1,000 atlas sitting there, or 5,000 atlas sitting there just for you. So that's the browse local markets. There's the open orders for myself. I'm trying to sell some hydrogen at the moment at 0.00032,900. No one's going to buy this because it is priced on par. So no one's in the market to buy hydrogen unless you're crafting it really, really well. And then, of course, local history. There should be a buy order here. Yes. I don't know why that hasn't sold yet. Oh, it's nearly filled. Oh, look at that. It's nearly filled. I didn't think someone would buy it. But hey, it's a marketplace. People would buy it very easily. All right. Now, let's go and see some data for all of this stuff. Let's go and see some data, my friends. So the first thing I wanted to see was, look at this. Someone bought an ohm for $800. Goddamn. And a claim stake tier 4 for 1.7k. That's not bad. And the revenue from Automata in December alone was 345k in December. What the hell? How are they making that? Where's that from? Is that from Crew? I probably think so, right? I saw that and I was like, oh, that's a massive change from November, when you can see assets sold in USDC, 59k, not much, but then all of a sudden 345k. That's a lot. Just like in September, where it's 436k. So it must be Crew, I think. That's 2 months ago, give or take. Now, the next thing is the faction infrastructure contracts. Let's have a look. Let's see. By the way, this is the new Flipside dashboard by Afia. What you need to do is go and click the love heart again. You need to be logged in. Click the love heart, okay? You have to do it. I'm going to say it every time. Make sure you go and click the love heart. Stop the video and go and watch it. Go and click it now. Do it now. Okay, let's go back to faction infrastructure. the fix, sorry. So I love these charts. You can actually see what's more profitable for you. Okay, so we have 3 of them here. We have the Mud, Uster, and Oni profitability in terms of percentage. Okay, so you can see here the highest percentage at the moment is the Uster faction infrastructure contracts. They give you a return of 22.88%, which is pretty damn good. I think this is in comparison to the ingredients, right, to actually make these things. They give you the highest return. So Uster's one is really profitable, 22%. That's actually not that high. You can make a lot more scanning for SDUs or mining for other stuff and crafting. So 22% actually not very good. But that's, of course, if you're buying everything outright. If you're going to mine stuff yourself, that's a really good deal, I would say. And then these are also the costs here. This is in Atlas. This is the price, the cost of it raw, and the cost of the components itself. So usually you can see 1.75 or 1.6, 1.58 is the actual cost of it raw. And then you actually only get 2 Atlas back from it. So that's like 0.5, Atlas back. So that's like 1/4 percentage, or 25%-ish. Okay. So is that really that lucrative? Not really. But this is not meant for the small player, okay? The small player can't really go out and craft lots of this stuff and make all of this stuff. No, these are for the whales, because they can make things in bulk. Because they can't play they played in the LP market before. They can't play so much in the marketplace because liquidity isn't so high, but this is basically uncapped liquidity. They can sell as much as they want to the faction infrastructure contracts, and they make 20% guaranteed. Okay, doesn't matter if you have 10k or $1 million worth of ships. 20% on $1 million is really, really damn good. Really, really damn good, especially for one of them. We could imagine compounding that for 3 months. Yeah, imagine that. So that's why I think this is not a small player game. This is a large player game. Now, let's keep going. So let's look at some of the game loops, right? Let's look at scanning, there may be crafting, and so forth and so on. So scanning daily average users has actually been increasing. Look at this. Because the SDU is the major bottleneck, and because the scanning parameters have changed for scanning, you can see, look at the amount of people that are starting to, the 1 week average scanners is 1.3k. We used to hover around the 900, below 1000, but look at this, we're spiking up now. So people are scanning more, and I think you guys are noticing that too, because the common denominator, they all need SDUs. Very important. Now, the next thing is crafting. I wanted to see what's happening with crafting and wanted to see how profitable some things are. Crystal Lattice is around a 200% return of investment, which is crazy. Exit liquidity, not bad at $71. That's not too bad. Now, 600% is food. Whoa, I should go and craft some food. Look at this. Why did I just sell my food? I should go and sell it on the marketplace. Look at that. I need to go craft some food, guys. And then energy substrate. Now let's go and look at fuel. That is my major bread and butter. Very easy. If I'm always worried that something isn't profitable, I just default to fuel, because it just keeps my fleets running, and I know I need fuel sometime anyway. So it's like very, very easy. It's a very easy decision. Now I'm trying to type, but it's not even going, so something's happening to it. Now we're nearly at 30 minutes, so let me nearly finish this. So ROI on fuel at the moment is 23%, which is, let's be honest, very, very similar to the council infrastructure contracts. And the council infrastructure contracts are way more complex compared to mining hydrogen and selling fuel, or just buying hydrogen and then going to craft into fuel and selling it. Way more. It's like 3 steps versus like how many steps for the faction infrastructure contracts. There's only 3 ingredients, yes, but you have to go source those ingredients, craft the raw materials into components, then you have to combine them into one thing. Then you have to move that one thing to a secondary location to cash them in. You can see how it really compounds, okay? And remember, every little transaction you make is more Solana that you have to pay, especially in highly congested times like this. So just keeping it real for you guys. Now, lastly, I wanted to actually follow up on my Mamba X. I'm so close to finishing this. I didn't actually know there was an expanded view in EVI, but I'm very thankful for this. These guys are bloody great. Look at this. I'm so close to crafting from raw my second Thimble Mamba X. You can see I'm sufficient in a whole bunch of stuff. I'm currently finishing my Luminite mining, and then hydrogen you can mine very, very easily, okay? Carbon is close by. It's the second largest one. It's the most expensive to actually go and get. Is 21,000 Atlas, but I'm very confident I can mine that very easily. And then the last big thing is actually titanium ore. That's going to be the most expensive at 9,000 Atlas. I don't know, maybe I should, and this is the thing. Sometimes I have to make the decision. Do I just go and buy it off the marketplace, or do I go and, mine it myself? Maybe now I can actually use the local markets. Here's an idea. I don't have to go and mine titanium ore. I can go to the local marketplace on where titanium ore is located, and then buy it from the local marketplace, or put an order and someone will fill it because they have lots of titanium. They don't want to freight it somewhere else. Then I don't have to mine it. I just have to send my cargo fleet there to collect it and come back. Boom, look at that. That changes the entire game for me. I don't have to go and mine stuff somewhere else, and if I don't have a fuel efficient ship, for example, or lots of cargo, it's very difficult, So I can just put a local order there, do that, let someone fill it, if they fill it, of course, and then return it. And then all of a sudden I've got a Mamba X. Yeah, that's it. Now, the next thing I actually want to touch on is the new tab, which is the Markets tab. So you can see here, it's in alpha, so it's delayed 5 to 10 minutes, which is pretty fine anyway. Let's zoom in so you can see. So in the Galactic Marketplace, that's the normal one, and local markets. You can see where everything is listed. You have to first select an item. So let's say mud infrastructure. So this is the Galactic big marketplace as well as local markets. You can see someone's trying to sell 840, okay, in the galactic market, in MRZ9. So if you're looking for specific stuff, like let's say I want to go mud. I'm actually Oni, so I want to say the titanium. Please, someone be selling titanium. Oh no, no one's selling titanium on any local markets. No. Aw, that sucks. So maybe I should go put an order so someone can sell it to me. Okay. So MRZ22 local market. I'm not sure. Maybe that's mud or Uster. It's not Oni. But look at this. People are selling stuff here and buying stuff here. So like the game has changed. The game has changed, my friends. I'm going to go put an order for titanium on wherever it is in Oni. So please sell to me. Thank you very much, guys. That's 30 minutes. I've been talking for too long. My throat is dry. I'm going to go have some ice cream. Bye.